Well, welcome to our men's match tonight, our third of our triple header. We had the football game today, the win over Graceland, and then we had the women's game, a 5-0 win over Culver. And now the men take on the Wildcats. Congratulations to Vladi Simic's team, as they are the Heart of America Conference champions. They have won the right to host, to get a first-round bye and host at least one or two of the conference games if they continue to win. So we'll tell you more about that as we go along tonight, as they are now 6-0 in league play, 12-3 overall. Mid-American Nazarene 4-1-1, but the Vikings defeated them last week. So they pretty much, they do, with that win, they have won the conference. CulverStockton 3-3. They'll be in the playoffs. Just a matter of where they will be, so quite a bit for them to play for tonight as well. Senior night, the seniors were honored, both the men and women, between games. And here we go. The Vikings and the Wildcats. The Wildcats in their blue shorts, kind of a grayish top with the white numerals. The Vikings in those bright orange uniforms with the purple numerals. Vikes would love this one and go through the conference season undefeated. That is quite an accomplishment. Been done. I don't recall the last time that was done. So here we go. Culver with it to get things started. And the Vikings in those bright orange uniforms. Valley trying to get something going on this cool night. And Ninkoff, he's one of the star players on this squad, on this conference winning championship team. Give it back to Lemcool, Ben Lemcool. He's out of Troy, Missouri. They battle for it at midfield. And the Vikings, it looks like, will have possession. In goal for Valley is Christos Kontemeris. He is out of Athens, Greece, and we'll give you some of his numbers in a few moments. And Richard Ballack is in goal out of Park Ridge, Illinois. He is in goal for the Wildcats under Coach Blake Ordell in his second season. Women won tonight. 5-0. 3 goals from Haley Ennis to lead that attack. And the football team won earlier this afternoon. Ninkoff gets it centered, tries to get it back. Can't do it. Well, Kontemeris came way out of goal that time to knock that one away. Culver with possession. That was Duraco with it. Now the throw-in will come right in front of the Viking bench from Jacob Schurting. We're just underway, no score. Kontemeris will put it in play for the Vikings. Off to Mark Heyman. Now to Munar. Munar back to the middle. Vikings trying to set something up as they work that far side, which is their right side as they head right to left. Ball goes out on the far side. Just underway, no score. On this first day of November. Einkoff. Vikings work their left side. And a foul's going to be called on the Vikings. And that foul will be called on Heeman. So coming out of goal, Balick. And he'll send it out right at the Viking bench. Vikings working the far side, now back to the middle. Good passing. Trying to break that defense of the Wildcats. Vikings will have possession. Will be Munar. And he'll send it in. Oh, it hits the bar. And then it's headed in, but grabbed by the Wildcats. Well, that was a good scoring opportunity by Munar, and he didn't get it. Now they'll send it all the way down. Wildcats have possession. Here come the Vikings. Good footwork by Mora. Now Mora trying to get it back, but it goes by him, and the Wildcat defense does their job. One sent in deep. Vikings will battle for possession at midfield. Taken away by Jacob Lockie. So it'll be possession to the Wildcats in Viking territory. Shearding sends it in. Headed away. In fact, headed all the way to midfield. No score early in this one. Good job by the Vikes to keep it in on the far side. As they bring it in, trying to work to their left side. Neinkoff. Good passing by the Vikings. And this one will go up and over and hit the football goal post. Culver will be in the playoffs. They're 3-3. Depending on where they will be. Send it all the way down to the right side. Good pass, but the Vikings are there to break it up. Now Ken Doblitz had it for a moment. Vikings knock it away, and that was Harris. Here's Neinkoff. Goes up the left side. Giving chase is Heeman. Sends it all the way across. It's headed toward the goal, and it'll go just a little bit wide right. Well, we've played about 10 minutes already of this first half. And they'll send it out. Battle for possession at midfield. Vikings had it momentarily. But here come the Wildcats up their right side. 10 minutes in, no score. A throw in for the Wildcats. They got that one off to Mueller, DJ Mueller. He's a senior on this club. Send it in, and Contamaris is there. Young man out of Athens, Greece. He puts it back in play. A busy schedule for you next week on live stream. We'll have the women's volleyball match with Peru State. That'll be Tuesday night. Then Wednesday on Stretch, just on the audio side, we'll have basketball, men's basketball against Hannibal LaGrange. And then on Saturday afternoon, we'll be in Springfield for audio only of the Viking football game with Evangel. Vikings won big today over Graceland. They're in a tie at first place in the football conference with tied first place with Mid-America Nazarene, tied first place. Vikings send it in. And Culver doing a pretty good job defensively. But Valley keeps it in that end. Here's Munar. They work it into the corner to Heeman. And he can't hang on to, he can't control it. So we're in the first half, no score. Battle for possession right about midfield. Harris goes for it for the Vikings. Now it's sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Valley right in front of the Culver bench. Heeman will do that. Gets it right back. And sends it out toward midfield to Bonite. Bonite was named Player of the Week this past week. They'll send this one all the way in. It'll be onside, but Contamaris comes out and handles that one. Trying to run the table undefeated in the conference. Be a heck of an accomplishment if the Vikings can do it. Munar at midfield with the left foot sends it up. Now this one goes out. It will be Viking possession. One is off the chest of Harris. So Lightkoff in the middle. Sends it in. And this one hits the bar and goes over the top. That's the second good opportunity the Vikings have had. And Culver really has not had many chances whatsoever. But that was the second real good opportunity for the Vikings. Both go up to head it away. Comes away to Duraco. Now the Wildcats trying to set something up, working up their left side. Send this one all the way back into goal. Now the Vikings again get possession in midfield. That's Heeman. Leaves it for Munar. And in on the left side. Here's a shot that goes across from left to right. That is no good. Mora took that left-footed blast. "30 minutes to go in the first half. Back to the middle. Vikings in control. Here comes Valley on the attack. Still working that right side. They'll send this one in and out in front. It's knocked away by the Wildcats. Send this one in front. One of the Vikings knocked down. They play on. And this one is going to be sent up the right side by the Wildcats. Here come the Vikings on the run, trying to center one, knocked away. And this one will go out by the Culver bench. Vikings put it in play in a hurry, and here they come. Heeman. The Wildcats take it away, but again, the Vikings are in control of it. Good footwork by Benit. Most of the action has been in the Culver side. Now there's a centering pass and a shot, and that's good! With the left foot. And the Vikings strike first here against Culver. I believe it was Harris, but we'll check. I think it was Harris with the left foot. So the Vikings strike first with 28 minutes to go in the first half. Trying to go through the conference schedule undefeated. And off to a good start with the first goal of the match tonight. Harris with the goal. So the Vikes have the lead. Here they come again. Knocked away by the Wildcats. Send this one in long. Viking defenders are there. And heading it out is Heeman. Take a look at a couple of numbers for these two teams. As far as goals scored, the Vikings have scored 43 goals and given up 14. The Wildcats have scored 41 but given up 31. But the Vikings have the one goal so far in this one. "26 minutes to go in the first half. Vikings up 1-0. Possession to Culver. This is Douglas. Who will bring it in, and he sends it in. Oh, nice job by Contemeris to get up and knock that one away. Contemeris wasn't going to wait for a teammate. He went out and got that one and knocked it away. So here come the Vikings again. Fired all the way across to the right side. Now the Vikes attack again. Send it in, and it goes wide to the right. I think it was poked out of there. My Ballack. So still 1-0. Going to be a corner kick. First one of the night. And with the left foot, send it in front. It's headed. Ball still there, knocked away. Headed again. Again and again. Vikings keep it in. Wildcats trying to get possession. Knock this one out. That's going to belong to the Wildcats. Here they come. Trailing 1-0 in the first half. Bringing it back out. This one's sent in by Sheridan. It's out in front, and that is just wide right. Again, Contemeris, I think, either got a fingertip on it or it just went wide right. Wow. That was a good opportunity for Culver. But the Vikings still have that 1-0 lead. As they bring it up that right side. Wildcats have possession. To about midfield, knocked back by the Vikings. Now Culver will back it up. Here come the Vikes. There's another long shot. This one's wide right. With a 1-0 lead, we'd sure like one or two more. Down to 22 minutes here in the first half. Here's a corner kick, headed away. The Vikings will keep it in. They'll send it in again. This one goes out at the Culver bench all the way across the field. Come the Wildcats, and that's going to be a foul on the Vikings. .21 minutes left in the half. Vikes tried it. They have won the conference. They're trying to go through the conference schedule undefeated. About 28 yards out on the left side. And the Wildcats send it in. And once again, Contamaris goes up, gets the right hand on it, and sends it over the net. Boy, that's good defense. Crowd appreciates that. Contamaris, 46 saves coming in. He's added to that tonight. All at midfield, battling for it. Culver will try to keep this one in. Deep in their own end, they will. And this goes out by the Culver bench, so here comes the throw in for the Vikings. Headed off to the left side. Headed again. Off the chest of one of the Wildcats. Sends it all the way down to the Viking bench, and it goes out there and headed away by Vlade Simic. Battled for it as Harris battled for possession. He's got it, sends it through a couple of defenders, but coming out of goal to get that one. And we'll send this one to midfield. Whistle stops play. Here come the Vikes on the attack again. Headed to the left side for Heeman. He'll set it back across. A couple of defenders there. Good job. Just one sent in, and Contamaris comes way out and then just punches that one out behind the Viking bench. 17 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Pretty good match underway, Greg Mitchell. Viking defenders are back. Contamorous watching that goal for Valley. They send it in. Will this be onside? I think it would have been, but it's knocked away by one of the Wildcats. So we'll have a deep throw in on that far side, knocked out by one of the Wildcats. Bonita's back there. They'll send this one wide from long range. And coming in will be Harry Nicholas. He's out of England. He'll check in. For CulverStockton. So sent to about midfield. Munar got tangled up with Nicholas. So the possession will go to the Wildcats. This sends this right to Contamorous. Contamorous was a pretty nice job in goal. 1-0. Vikings holding on to that slimmest of leads. Trying to get it down to the left side and do to Heeman. He has possession of it. Now it's knocked away by one of the Wildcats. Corner kick coming for the Vikings. And he sends it in. It's out in front. Still being, the battle is still on to control it. Vikings keep it in the corner. Back out. There's a shot. Ooh, that one just a little left. So it's still 1-0. Possession to the Wildcats. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Only goal in from Valley. Harris with it. And it's 1-0. Vikings with possession at midfield. Send this one in. Ninekoff keeps it alive. Here come the Vikings. Here, they're onside. Yep. Get it in the corner. Well, the Vikes tried to head that one out in front and missed. We're in the first half, 1-0. Contamorous has been pretty solid in goal tonight. Going to have some substitutions, it looks like, coming in for Culver, if they get a chance. Vikings have not made a substitution as of yet. Vikes look to their left side. Try to send one in by Heeman, but it's blocked. So corner kick coming for Valley here. And out in front, and one of the defenders got a foot on it and kicked it out of there. Down to 10:40 to go in the first half. Send this one, and it's headed toward goal. And this one is a little too high and left. Now coming in for Culver is Patrick Stutt. And the Vikings don't believe have made a substitution yet in this half. They had one, I guess. Good footwork by the Vikings. Here they come again. Keeping it alive, and this one is a little high, but 8. But he'd got a foot on it. 9 minutes to go in the half. The only goal came from the Vikings. Harris has it. Vikings, good job of controlling it around midfield. Send this one in deep on the left side, centering with the left foot, but nobody there. Except the guys in the gray shirts. Here come the Vikings again, out in front, a goal. Good pass. And the Vikings get it. I have to check and see who that was. I think it was 20, wasn't it? The goal was by George Limbert. And boy, that's big. 2-0 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. That second goal, so big. So Limbert has a goal. And it is 2-0. With 8 minutes to go in the half. Yeah, I said there was nobody sub for Valley. He was the one that came in, does not start. Good substitution by Vadi Simic. There you go. You have a goal scorer. So the Vikes are up 2-0. for Limbert. That is his third goal. And no assists, so he now has 6 points. And for Horace, that was his 6th goal of the year. Now the Vikes will really want to protect that lead for the rest of this half. But here come the Wildcats. Have a little something going here. Vikings are back defensively. Here's a shot, and that's wide to the left. Contamaris was over there, but it went a little wide left. 7 minutes to go. Ball at midfield, knocked away, and it's going to belong to the Vikings. The Vikings will have it at midfield. Leading 2 goals to none. Have really played a good first half. I'll send this one in, and coming out of goal, they had to come out of goal to get to that one. 6 minutes left in the half. Last year, the Vikings made it into the second round of the national tournament. Won a game here, and then you remember that one, Chaz, man. Nice cold night that was when they won here, and then they went down into, I believe, to Alabama and lost in the first one, a really tough loss. And they want to get there again. The women made the conference tournament. They are going to get a home match this year. So congratulations to Drew Hawkins and his club. But the men are the conference champs. They get it in. And trying to beat a couple defenders and shoots this one. It was blocked. But Valley keeps it in. And they keep the pressure on. Bring it back and send it all the way back to midfield. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Vikings cannot keep that one in as it rolls out on the far side in the corner. Battle for possession in midfield. Vikes win that, and here they come. Will they stay onside? Yeah, but it's knocked away by one of the defenders. And Culver has it. He'll send it down into the Viking end. Once again, here come the Vikings working their left side. And it's knocked away at the last moment. Vikes will still have it. Into Benite. You're Culver, you're thinking, we cannot let these guys score again. One sent to midfield. Vikes look to bring it in the middle and a shot, and that's tipped. I don't know who got a hand or a head or a shoulder on that one. Obviously it wasn't a hand, but a shoulder or whatever, and that ball went sailing over the top of the net. but it will be a corner for Valley late in the first half. Already leading 2-0. Here it is. It hits the side of the net. Culver would love to get one of those goals back in the next couple of minutes. And the Vikings, you know what they're thinking. We'd like to have one more, but let's hold on to this 2-0 lead, if nothing else. Uh-oh. Here come the Wildcats. Just as I say that, they're going to have a shot. This one goes high. They were onside, too, I believe. And the shot was taken by Urbeck, but it went high. So back to midfield we go. Vikings take it away. Here they come on the attack. Working that right side. Now into the corner. Gets around. Centers. Tries to get it in the middle. Is knocked away. Good speed. 1 minute to go in the first half. Small crowd here on this cold night. Everybody bundled up. Send it in. Oh, and that was knocked away at the last moment right in front of the goal. Thought maybe the Vikes are going to have another one there. Goes out again, down to 30 seconds to go. But the Vikings have kept the attack on most of this first half. Here comes the corner kick with the left foot. It's out in front and headed away. Again headed away. Now the Wildcats try to get something in the last few seconds of the half. Vikings trying to keep it away. But that's going to do it, I believe, for the first half, and it will. 2-0, Vikings with the lead. They already have the conference championship in hand, but they're trying to run the table in the conference, and they have 45 minutes left. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes. Well, we're about ready to go in the second half as the Vikings have a 2-0 lead. Again, as I've mentioned, they have the conference championship won, and they'll have at least one home match, and that will be a week from Tuesday. And if they win that one, it'll be a week from Friday. Well, the conference championship, both of them here, and then it'll be on the national tournament, and they're pretty much with a conference title going to be in the national tournament as well. But they'd like to go through undefeated. That had been done a long time, and right away, quick shot on goal by the Vikings is stopped. So we are in the final half of the regular season. And Valley getting a later goal. Juan Carlos Heras with the goal, and the other one by George Limbert. Here come the Wildcats. They would love to get one of those goals back in a hurry. You know what the Vikings are thinking? Score another one, make it even more difficult. Wildcats trying to pressure. Ball goes right to, and it's taken by Contreras. He's had a nice night in goal, young man from Greece. Vikes down in front of us. That's Haikovi. Taken away by the Wildcats at midfield. Here they come up the left side. Now the Vikings knock it away. That was Caruso, Dominic Caruso out of St. Louis. Now teams point both ways as to possession, and the referee says Vikings. Throw in coming from Diaz. The header to the middle. Todorovic. Now to the left side for the Vikings. Taken away by the Wildcats. Women won tonight over CulverStockton 5-0. This is the women's team on their way back to Canton. Women's volleyball team won tonight for their senior night. We will have volleyball for you against Peru on Tuesday. 7 o'clock, that'll be on the live stream. Well, the Valley men trying to complete an undefeated conference season. Be quite an accomplishment if they can get it done. Dylan Donovan in control for the Wildcats. He keeps it in along that sideline, or did he? I don't think he did. And I have to agree with that call. Thought it went out. Here come the Vikings, pushing it up. Wildcats back defensively. They know they cannot afford to give up another goal. Other events coming up for the different Viking sports teams next year, or next week, I should say. There are several. Tomorrow, the men's wrestling team taking part in the Oklahoma City University Open. Here's a shot, and that one's knocked away. Well, the Vikes had a good chance there, and they keep it in. Then Tuesday, we'll have women's volleyball. Peru will be at Valley. Then we'll have that at 7. Also, women's basketball, Valley at William Woods, 7 o'clock. Wednesday night on the audio only on Stretch Internet, we'll have basketball. Hannibal LaGrange will be at Valley, 7:30 Stretch Internet webcast. Thursday, the rodeo team's on the road again at Southern Arkansas for the weekend. Women's basketball Thursday, Valley at Southeast Missouri State. And the women's volleyball, Valley will be at Stevens College. And Friday, The men's basketball team travels to Chicago to take part in the Trinity Tournament Friday and Saturday, and Rodeo Valley will be at Southern Arkansas. And football next Saturday, Valley at Evangel at 1:30. We'll be on the air on Stretch Internet and KMMO at 1 o'clock. That's next Saturday. Big game at Evangel in Springfield. The cross-country conference championships next Saturday at Auburn, Nebraska, hosted by Peru State. Men's wrestling, some of our wrestlers will be in Ames at the Iowa State Open. Women's basketball, Parks at Valley next Saturday afternoon. And again, the men's basketball team at the Grace College Trinity Tournament in Chicago. So that's what's happening next week as far as a busy sports season here at Missouri Valley. We're down to the 39-minute mark, 39 and a half minutes. And it's still 2-0 Vikings. Vikings on the attack again, trying to get through that defense. Keep it in, about 30 yards out. Here's a shot, and it goes right, and it's taken right at the front of the goal. By Ballack. Two-0, Vikings with a lead. Trying to go undefeated in the Heart of America Conference. Here come the Vikings on the attack with the left foot, and that's going to sail wide to the left. The Valley hanging on to this 2-0 lead. And keeping the pressure on. Boy, another goal would look so big if they could get it. Vikings trying to keep it in, and they do. That's going to be Culver possession. Here's a shot, and that's high, and Contemeros wasn't going to take any chances. He went up to make sure that thing stayed away and stayed up there. In college football in the Heart today, Vikings won 47-16 over Graceland. Getting off to a slow start offensively. Defense did a great job and had some big plays in that game to win it. Biggest upset of the day was the CulverStockton Wildcats. And if some of you are watching our soccer tonight and fans of CulverStockton, congratulations. A 38-24 upset of number 7 Baker. That game was played in Baldwin City. So big win for the Wildcats. Mid-America took care of business at Peru 40-0. So the Vikings in Mid-America tied for first in the league. Mid-America lost to CMU for their only loss. Beat Valley and Baker. Benedictine, no problem at Avila today. And Central Methodist lost at Evangel. "36 minutes remaining. And the Vikings hanging on to that 2-0 advantage. Comes the corner kick. And this one, his shot is wide right. Culver knows they need a couple of goals, and as that clock continues to tick, starting to run out of time. The Vikings pretty good at playing defense when they have that lead. Here they come again. Here come the Vikes. Sent out. And with the throw in is Diaz. He gets it back. Vikings work the left side. Bonite shoved away from the ball. And it'll be CulverStockton possession. But Valley pitching that shutout so far. To midfield, headed back. Possession will be to the Wildcats. Wildcats trying to get something going on their right side. Vikings wanted a foul there. It's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Vikings headed out of there. Do a good job defensively here. They'll send it up the right side, and here come the Vikings on the attack. Taken away by the Wildcats. They'll work it to their right side. And we may see a sub coming in for Vlade Simic. Vikings up 2-0. But Culver has possession. It'll be Morrow will come back in for the Vikings. Valley content to pass it around, take time off that clock with that insurance goal they got. They're up by 2 goals. Nice to have that 2-goal lead. "32 minutes left. And the Vikings have done a pretty good job here in the first 13 minutes of this second half. Here's a corner kick for the Vikings. And it's knocked away. They race for possession of this one up the left side, and I think they're going to give possession to Culver. As Diaz getting very physical coming up that left side. So the Wildcats have possession. Here's Tyler Hamilton. Wildcats turn. They'll send it in, but offside. Offside. The flag was up. Across the way. It went in, but clearly offside, and the official made the call in a hurry. That was Caruso who put it in, but again, you could see the flag on the far side was up well before that shot. So it still remains 2-0. Here come the Vikes on the right side, poked away by one of the Wildcats. Valley up 2-0, and we have 30 minutes to go. Vikings will have the throw in just to the south end of their own bench. Must be warm enough they took the big space heaters off the track. Maybe they weren't working, it was cold enough. All right, 29-48. Play is stopped. So check on one of the Vikings. Looks like he got hit in the mouth. Either a bloody nose or a bloody lip. So Vladdy's going to bring in, I think, Toribio comes into the game. Sergei Toribio out of Madrid. And that is Haikavi, Bruno Haikavi, with either the bloody lip or the bloody nose. Into the corner for the Vikings. Knocked away. All the way out to about midfield. We're underway again. 29 minutes to go. And the Wildcats are thinking we better get a goal or two. Vikings are thinking one more could put us in great shape to go undefeated in the conference. This one knocked away. .28 minutes, 28 and a half minutes to go. And the Vikings holding on to that 2-0 lead. Munar, 27 yards out, right side. Sends it there. It's headed away by one of the defenders. Vikings try to keep it in. And they do. Fighting for possession of it. Now the Wildcats. They'll send one down. Is it onside? I think it is. Here's the shot, and it'll go wide right. Contimorous came out, and the shot was taken. It would have counted off the foot of Urbeck. And it just kind of rolled toward the goal, but went wide right. So Contimorous came out, forced the action, and the shot was kind of bouncing toward the goal, but it was a little bit wide to the right. And after the bloody lip is fixed, Haikavi is back in. So the Vikings with possession. The ball stays in on the right side somehow. And they'll send one across, knocked off one of the defenders. And here come the Wildcats. Contamorous comes way out and knocks that one out on the far side. Ball at midfield for the Wildcats. They will have possession of it. Throw it in. And going to be Viking possession. 26 minutes left. Vikings with that 2-goal lead. And time continues to wind down against the Wildcats. Again, both these teams will be in the conference playoff. But for Valley, they've already clinched the #1 seed. They want that undefeated conference season. And they're about 26 minutes away from it. What a job this would be, because the Vikes lost some good seniors a year ago. Neinkoff tries to take it away from Duroko. Once again, Contamorous comes out of goal and smothers that one before the Wildcats can get to it. Ooh, that hit one of the Wildcat players. That couldn't feel good on a cold night like this. Vikings in control with the ball. Here's Munar. Suhaikovi on the right side, sends it in with the left foot, and that ball about a foot high. Ooh. We had a great angle at that one, and that ball sailed over the upper left corner by about a foot. There was nothing they were going to do about that one. Here's but 8. Good footwork to the middle. Neinkoff works it back to the left side. They send one in, knocked away by the Wildcats. Goes into the Viking end. Vikes will track that one down and send it into the goal. Contamorous gets rid of that one, puts it down about midfield. Pass for Neinkoff. He couldn't catch up with that one. There's Lockie. Jacob Lockie had possession for the Wildcats. And this one will go out, and I believe it's going to be Viking possession. Nope. Possession of the Wildcats. They're going to have to get in hurry-up mode here in a little bit. Trailing by 2 goals. We are down to the 21:46 mark. Clock is stopped. Now we're back to play. Renan Santos ready to come in for the Vikings. Where's number 7? So the first time we've seen Santos into the action. He is out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. All right. Still a 2-goal lead for Valley. Send this one in, and Contreras is there again. And he just sends this one back out, but it's controlled by the Wildcats. Back to the right side. Vikings trying to get on a run here. Santos just in, sends it left side. Here's a shot, and it goes wide across to the right side from left to right. But as long as Valley can keep the pressure on, make the Wildcats think more about defense, they have to have a couple of goals here. Vikings bringing up to their right side again. And this one will go out. And going to throw in for Hykavy. Nope, he's not going to do it. It'll be Diaz. Now the officials get it together to confer about something. 19:21 to go. It looks like Felipe Arna ready to come in. Yellow card has been given to, let's see, 23, isn't it? Yeah. A yellow card has just been given to Tyler Hamilton, a sophomore. And he wants to know why. But that's the yellow card given to him. He puts his arms out, shrugs, wonders what it's all about, and now Blake Ordell wants an explanation. He's the second-year coach of the Wildcats. So doing some talking, a little too much. Well, I think they're going to bring somebody in. And he's going to check out. And Tyler Pace will come in. So Pace will check in. I think Hamilton's still wondering why he got the yellow card as he leaves the field. Good job by the Vikes to get it to the center. Knocked away defensively by the Wildcats, but the Vikings keep it in. 19 minutes to go. Another goal would just, wouldn't seal it, but it sure would make it nice. Wildcats had the one shot go in, but it was offside. Here's a long shot, and that is just high. Vikings are putting some shots on that goal. Hit the crossbar of the football goal post. Vikings have possession midfield. Here they come again. Working it off the left side, taken away by the Wildcats. They'll send it deep, and this will go out on the far side. Viking possession. Clock moving. And they've got a 2-goal lead. In pretty good shape. At least for right now. Vikes almost had a one-on-one situation. Now they keep it in. Knocked away by one of the Wildcats, but Valley will not let that go. Ball clear the Wildcat side of the field. 16:41 to go. Back to the middle. There's a shot, and it's blocked. Getting ready to come in for Valley is Alcaraz, Rafael Alcaraz, and also coming in will be Philippe Arna. Send this one down. They're going to say this is onside. Here come the Wildcats, one-on-one. But good job by the Vikings to stay with it, and a heck of a play defensively there by Diaz. Stayed right with him and wouldn't let him leave that right side. Caruso and Schweiger in now for the Wildcats. And in for the Vikings is Arna. So, still 2-0. And checking out for the Vikings will be Mora. And Doblas came out for Culver. Now play resumes. Vikings. Possession at midfield. Controlled there by Todorovic. Back to Neinkoff. Up the left side from the Vikings. Long shot, wide right. But we're under 15 minutes to go now. And coming in for Culver is Mark Rolig. And in for the Vikings is Alcaraz. Vikings will send it in. Hit high in the air by one of the defensemen right to their goalie. Vladi is starting to bring a lot of different people in now. We're getting ready to anyway. Joe Wareham will come in. Joe is a senior. So he's going to get a little playing time. Oh, man, I thought for a moment the Wildcats were going to have something there, and one of the defensemen for the Vikings just simply knocked it away. Good job. And defense is the name of the game now with that 2-goal lead and clock moving. Vikings lose possession of it. Now gain it right back. Viking possession. Here they come again. Neinkoff with a shot. It is saved, and this one does go in. On the rebound, the Vikings get the goal, and that is Alcaraz, Rafael Alcaraz, with the goal. And, well, that could just about wrap up a perfect conference season as they make it 3-0 with 13 minutes to go. On the rebound, Alcaraz was out in front and knocked it in. And now you're about 13 minutes away from an undefeated conference championship. And that is so tough to do. Of course, with that conference championship will be a berth in the national tournament. So 3-0 is the score. And the Vikings looking good now to go 7-0 in league play. Next year will be a little bit different. William Penn plays soccer, so does Grandview. I believe Evangel starting their soccer program next year, so there'll be a few more teams in the league. But in the current Heart of America Conference, Lottie Simic will have a team that will go undefeated in league play, and they'll win the conference for the second year in a row. Well, they've already done that, but they want to do it undefeated this year. In front of the Viking bench, battle for possession. Icavy had it for a moment. Now it goes out. And it'll be Valley possession. Diaz with the throw. Diaz tries to get it right back. Women pitched a 5-0 shutout. Let's see if the men can also get a shutout tonight. Culver will be in the playoffs. With this loss, they'll go to 3-4. And that one hit the official right in the rear. Couldn't get out of the way. Send this one in, headed out of there by one of the Wildcat defenders. 11 minutes left. Send this one wide. But time's certainly an ally now, the Vikings, with that 3-goal lead. John Holmeyer, Florissant, Missouri, will check in now. That's Coach Ordell going to his bench. And there are a few of the faithful from Culver here. And I think we're going to see a change at goalie as well, as Contemorous is going to check out. And Oscar Lopez will come in for the final 9 or 10 minutes. Oscar out of Honduras. And here comes Oscar Lopez, and he's going to replace Christos Contemorous. Christos had a nice night in goal. Made some big plays early. And he gets a congratulations handshake from Blake Ordell. Vikes up 3-0. And time is winding down. They celebrated that conference championship with a win at Mid-American Nazarene the other night. But they will really enjoy it if they're undefeated, and they're getting closer to that. Vikings keeping the pressure on the Wildcats. Good centering pass. Ooh. And trying to get it back was Alcaraz. He already has 1 goal, but he couldn't get the pass back. 8.5 minutes left. Lopez now in goal. Here come the Wildcats trying to get on the board. Nice move. Here's the shot. And it's knocked away. Good move by Caruso, but just couldn't find any kind of an angle to get the shot. Clock is moving. 7:44. Here's the corner kick, and it's going to be headed away by the Vikings. Send it down. That's clearly an offside. So the Wildcats get another possession. They're just trying to get something in the net. They had one in the net, but it was disallowed because of an offside. Vikings, Neinkoff to Heikavy. They'll swing it all the way across to the left side of the formation. Back to Heikavy. 6:43 left now. They'll send this one in. Ooh, couple of defenders there. Good job by the Vikings just to keep the pressure on the Wildcats, not let them get anything going at all in the second half. Down to about 6 minutes. Vikings send it in. Here's a shot, and that goes wide. It was offside, so it would not have counted anyway. 5.5, 5:50 rather to go. And it looks like the Viking men will have an undefeated conference championship, 7-0. Quite a feat. Mascon, where's number 4? He had possession a few moments ago. Lopez again remembers in goal now these last few minutes. Ninekoff splits a couple of defenders. Here come the Vikings. They've got the numbers. Work it to the left side. Take a shot and a good save. But that takes more time off that clock. Valuable time. Does the Wildcats send it in, and that's an offside. Missed the shot anyway, but he was offside. A little frustration there, but that was Caruso again. Now it's time to play some defense and think about getting the shutout. Lopez comes out, and look out, that ball is going to be just wide. Lopez came out, they got it by him, and it just rolled and rolled and rolled just a little bit wide. Schweiger thought, oh man, I might get one. Lopez was a good 25 yards out of goal. Maybe farther than that. That ball just rolled by the left side. It's the second one of those they've had tonight. But under 4 minutes left. Undefeated conference championship for the Missouri Valley College Viking men's soccer team. Quite an accomplishment. And they'll head to conference play as the number 1 seed, obviously. Have a home match here on the 11th. That's a Tuesday. And if they win that one, be back home again on the 14th of Friday. Three minutes to go. Lottie Simic, his coaching staff, did a great job. Lost a lot of good players last year, but here they are, undefeated conference champs. Again, the conference champs this time undefeated. Ball loose in front, and the Vikings come out of there with it. And so, pretty good triple header here at Greg Mitchell today. The football team won over Graceland. Both soccer teams get a knock off Culver. Micah V with it. Fires it all the way across to the left side. 2 minutes to go. Vikings keeping that pressure on. They'll send this one in. And here's a shot that goes through, but that's going to be saved. Send this one up, and this one down below us goes out right at midfield. 1:45 and counting. Well, the Vikes now can get ready for the conference tournament. We should know the seedings probably early next week, I would think, when they get everything sorted out tonight. 1:26. Headed away by one of the Vikings. Valley with it. One more run up field with a minute to go. They send it to the middle. Now off to the left side. Here's the shot. Wide right. 52 seconds remaining. Vikings in no hurry. Crowd wants them to hurry up. But they're going to take their time. 34 seconds left. Here's the corner kick. Sails by. Going to be still in possession of the Vikings. Now knocked away by the Wildcats. Little collision at midfield. Well, we're down to the last few seconds now. Here's a shot that goes high. Lopez came out, but that shot was high, and that's going to do it, folks. An undefeated conference championship for Missouri Valley in soccer, 7-0 in the league. So congratulations to Vlade Simic, who gets soaked with the water on a cold night. Somebody may have to run extra next week for that, but it's worth it. An undefeated conference championship for the Vikings as they go 7-0. We'll know who both the men and women play in conference tournament early in the week, so we'll let you know about that. And, of course, we'll have those matches on live stream. Hope you enjoyed our triple header today on the live stream. A win by the football team, 2 by soccer. That's it from Greg Mitchell. We'll talk to you next week.